Yeah, make video, you know, this is for sure, for sure. Yeah, make video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. I was signed up for 3 years. I was stationed in Germany. So when I get over there, I got the drug gang settled. I found out who was running things. The dude was getting sharp. So what I did, I was thinking, I'm from the street. So dude getting out the service, going what they call it, going back to the world. I said, hey, cuz, who gonna take over your operation when you leave? He said, I don't know. I'm out of here because he made a lot of money. So what I did, I'm thinking, I'm smart. He was going home for 30 days before he got out. So what I did, I gave him $100 bill. Here, cuz, take this 100, party on me. Now this is in the 70s, right? $100 a lot of money. He said, oh man, nobody never did this. Oh, you a cool ass nigga. Woo, woo, woo. So when he get back, he liking me a lot. So I asked him, man, since you leaving, let me have your operation. He blessed me with the operation. Oh, the whole game changed. I got dope. He introduced me to these Turkish guy. Over there, they smoke hashish. So, and like some of the hashish had the opium in it. So I got the whole battalion locked down. So I will give you drugs on credit because we over there in Germany, you can't run from me. I'm a cook, so you got to come through that line eventually. And so what I will do, all the cooks that work, I gave them dope. Woo, woo, woo. I don't want to do nothing. So the mess sergeant, everybody getting high because we was up in the mountains, give him drugs. So I didn't have to do nothing. I come to work, sitting in the dinette area, everybody back there cooking and stuff. So I had everything sold up. Loved it. So I got busted. In my book, I go into more details about all that. I got busted. Got court-martialed. They gave me 10 years in Fort Leavenworth. That's a federal joint. So on my way, all this is in my book, to go back to the United States, the MPs got me handcuffed. Then we get to the airport, they unhandcuffed me, and I said, what's going on? Why you unhandcuffed? They just turned around and started walking away. So I'm going behind, hey, what the hell, what? So all they did gave me a big old package. When I opened up the package, I'm reading, it say honorable discharge. So the people that court-martialed me looked out for me and gave me an honorable discharge to get out the service. And while I was getting court-martialed, the people that's court-martialed, because I had the keys to the mess, I'm running everything, I would tell the captains and lieutenants, hey man, meet me after the mess hall closed. I had steaks, all that. Take this to your family off post. So I'm taking care of all the officers. And they knew I was selling drugs. And some of the officers, the captains, I was paying them up. I'll give them an envelope and say, we love you so much. I took a collection to give to you, but they knew that was drug money, hush hush money, right? Then the captains and stuff said, oh, thank you, Ken. I try to do a good job for y'all. Shut the fuck up. You know there's money up in there, right? So that's how that went. So those same people was court-martialed. So when I'm getting court-martialed, I was finna say, fuck all y'all. I done gave you this. I gave that. You on drugs. You on drugs too, Lieutenant, right? I take it. You come to me all the time. So those same people who I took care of me. But while they was going through the process, they didn't tell me nothing. So I'm thinking, oh, I called my mom. Mom, I got busted. Oh, they gave me 10 years. I'm still young. I get out. I give me a gas station job. They used to have a gas station job back in the 70s. You have some type of work. But I go all through the service while I was doing my drug thing. All type of crazy events happen. All that's in my book. You got to get the book to get the rest of the detail. No more in the military.
What do you have to say about the corner pocket Crips that came after your career was finished that may have not have known you?
Okay, the next generation knew me. Now the next generation of corner pocket, they about that money. They about North Street. Them cats was making ton of money. They had more sense than me. They would get their bang on and they was gangster with it, but it was about the money. Then 3 or 4 generations later, the cast that's running now thought, I never heard of Too Pretty Kenney, because in the game world, we don't pass our hands. Once in a while you might have a Tookie or Raymond Washington, right? But every game in LA, ask them what happened 4 decades ago, they don't know no name, no nothing. All they go by what's happening right now. Well, I'm Mad Dog Squirrel. I'm running this. I'm the OG. Bam, Mad Dog get killed. Then another dude come up. Then something happen. Oh, he got stretched out 30 years. Then another. Then they don't talk about their OG or past history. Now, Kev Mack is the only one to reserve our history. He get all the OGs, people like me, and we tell our story and stuff like that because we never wrote down our history of the Crips and the Bloods and stuff like that. But Clad Mac platform, as you know, he brought the Frog, the AC, the Little Caesar, the Giacomo, the Barefoot Pookie, 109, the 90, the 30s, Big Hugh, all that mess. Y'all would have never knew about them cats because we never passed down history. Now, you guys, especially across the country, you guys getting the information, the history of what we was doing back then, about the 8 trades and 6, how they won and stuff. So Ken Mack bring all these people on to tell our history. So all this stuff is being documentary. So 100 years from now, 200 years from now, our grandkids, they kids, they gonna read about that. They gonna see this video, Too Pretty Kenney, and what we done. Cause like how United States, the White Society, they documented Billy the Kid, John Dillinger, Babyface Nelson, you know what I mean? All that's documented. You see movies on them cows, what they done and stuff like that. We never documented our history. That's why I say support Ken Mack, because he's doing something nobody ever done. So you get history. So all you people watching me and listening to me, we can make this platform for something. We turned that we did negative into something positive. I want to give back for all the bad things I done. So I'm on YouTube and trying to give a positive message. I got with the Park and Recreation Arizona, right? So every proceed is going to them because I told them I want to use their field to get organized baseball, different games and stuff out there and get the youth. So the money, some of the proceeds from the book will go to them to buy the kids uniforms, baseball bat. If kids need shoes and stuff, everybody, parents got money. I'm trying to donate. If I could be a factor to one kid, I feel successful. So one thing, because it ain't about me trying to make some money, It's about giving back. And that'd be my blessing. I ask God for forgiveness. I need to give back and help the youth what I helped destroy. While the youth can't go play baseball nowadays because they scared because game bangers might go by. So I want to stop that. And guys like Melvin Farmer out there, he having games played each other. Long Beach was playing the Rolling 60s. I see it on YouTube and different things. Big Hugh, look what he doing. He giving back. So all those OGs that's around my age, we got to straighten out what we messed up. We messed it up. I ain't going for what I done. But I want to give back.
Don't forget the Raymond's Baseball League.
And the Raymond's Baseball League, but Crazo, he still can't get a hit. What did we do? We demoted Crazo. We got to be playing T-ball.
And don't forget, you're not the only author that's on Ken Mack videos.
I'm not the only author that's on Ken Mack videos.
Tony
Stacy, AC, Barefoot Pookie, me, from Ken Mack platform. People like we wrote books on our stuff. And thanks to Kev Mack to get this started. So we all trying to do positive stuff and give back. Because each person wrote a book, they denouncing the gang violence and stuff like that. And it's helping our youth. Because our youth is listening to me, watching me. And then, they're going to read my book. I got positive stuff about the youth to help our youth and stuff like that. To stop the racial thing between the blacks and the Hispanics. It ain't about that. It's about all of us coming together. So when I give money back to the Park and Recreation, it ain't just the blacks going to benefit. Every race. I don't give you blue, green, whatever. You're going to benefit if you get into the league where parents can come to the park and watch their little kids play baseball or watch their little daughter kick the ball, soccer and stuff like that. Help with uniform. So that's where I'm at.
All right. So I asked you a couple times, like your life after the services.
Okay, in my book, my life after the services and before, when I was gangbang, it's fun. It's so much stuff I done, episode after episode after episode about my lifestyle. You're going to enjoy what I wrote after the gangbanging years about all the different events I did. I was a mailman. I was a meter reader. I done everything. I had great. I worked at the shipyard. Right now I drive buses. But I always had a good job. So it's a lot. But I made a lot of funny stories, that events that happened while I was working different jobs.
All right. So you moved. So did you continue to live in Compton, Willowbrook, or what?
No, I'm keeping 100, you guys. I'm keeping 100. I was always on the move because what I done in the past, people was always trying to get at me. And then in my book, I'm explaining to you, I moved to Inglewood. I'll make a long story short. I was coming out of my house, ain't there about a month. I seen a guy from Compton that I knew, and he had on all red. I said, hey, man, cuz, what you doing, man? He said, hey, Ken. I said, what you got on this dead on? He said, my mama bought a house out here a couple years ago. I said, look here, dude. Do not tell these cats, it was the Inglewood family, Little Caesar and them, you know. Don't tell these cats who I am. I said, because my girlfriend got 2 kids in the house. He said, cuz, don't worry about it, I got you. So we shook hands. He left. So the next morning, me and my girl get up, we went somewhere. We came back. That house was shot up like Bonnie and Clyde death card. Whatever high-powered weapons they was using, the bullets went through the front, through the kitchen, all the way to the bedrooms, right? And they shot it up over 100 rounds. Me and her moved that day. But in my book, I'll say it again, I'll go more into detail about that whole situation. Although it was all payback, but I ain't gonna tell you. You got to read about the payback.
In the house,
Right.
Melly Mel.
Yeah.
What's
He's
up,
a
Melly
real
Mel? Little Caesar?
What's going on with you, champ?
Little Caesar, you read my
What's
book.
that?
What you think about it? Because you gave me a good compliment.
All right, let me let's jump right into that, bro. What I really dug about the book, man, is number one, you really gave a insight into what the early Crippin' was. I mean, it was like just kind of like dominating the city and just taking over parties and dudes was getting the beat down or whatever they coats took. So it's like you really gave that up to where you didn't really try to sugarcoat it. So I thought that was real cool. And the other thing that really stuck out for me is that you're a transparent brother. I mean, you showed how drugs really, I mean, it messed a lot of us up, man, and stunted our growth and stuff. And so for you to share a lot of the struggles that you had with the drugs and how it impacted your life, that really stood out for me. And I'm just I'm happy you made it through to the other side, man. And you got a good book out here. Hopefully people are gonna go grab it up and read it. But I say a job well done, brother.
I owe you, Mellow Mel.
Okay. Well, Too Pretty Kenney, I need you to do one thing, man.
They ain't gonna watch it.
Promote the book. Send me your information, or matter of fact, I'm gonna give you my phone number. Then that way you can get the information to me. Because I'm surprised that you've been promoting this book and doing all these things, and I don't even know nothing about the book.
Mellow Mel, I didn't want to say nothing, but they told me you can't even read. You know what I mean? So I don't quite do it. They told me. They say, hey, Mellow Mel, they say, don't embarrass Mellow Mel. He can't read. I said, I ain't gonna do him like that. That's my dog. You know, I got love for him.
Don't worry about that, man.
Oh.
Because I am the professor, man, and I'm always in the lab, man.
I know, but they told me, y'all, if I read this,
figuring things out.
they said that someone will have to read the book to you, right? The professor. You know, you say you're the professor. I said, we'll give him that. We'll give you that. We love you, Mellow Mel. But you can get my book, Too Pretty Kenney, from the original Crips of Compton to Beyond. Amazon.com.